Hello. You can just about see me. That's okay, isn't it? Anyways, so I'm doing another little episode of listing some stuff on eBay. So these are, what day is it today? It's Sunday the something, I can't remember. 16th, Sunday the 16th of February. And I've got some stuff that I'm going to start on auction tonight. And I've got to list these now. I've already done a lot of their photographs. And so now we're going to list them. I'll go through them as I pick them out. And we'll find some keywords and things like that. Excuse the nails. I've really got to get them done at some point this week because they're looking absolutely minging at the moment. But I've got some cool little bits for you. Mainly silver and then just a couple of interesting bits. So they're all going to go to auction. I've already got one auction already done, but I wanted to show you 10 things, so I put in an extra bonus one as well. So first of all, I'm going to start on my drafts for things. What should we do first? Okay, number one, let's do this little owl, shall we? Okay, so he's an owl on a silver chain. So this is him. He's a nowl. And on first look, I thought that he was just going to be some, you know, cheap Chinese crap, to be honest. You know, something cheaply made and shipped over for the mass market. However, he has been silver tested, and he's not only silver, but he's coming up as Britannia silver, which is, don't know if you can see just in there, but it says 950. So that's slightly more silver content than your sterling silver, which is obviously 925 parts per 1,000. This is a 950 parts per 1,000. So let's see what kind of prices we can get for him and do his listing. I will need my tape measure. So I'm going to grab that. Other tools I've got with me are my jeweller's lamp and my scales. I'm just going to pop them there for now. Right, we'll pop him there and we'll just do, on my other open window, a little search. So I'm going to go for 950, 950 silver owl necklace. And see what it comes up with. Obviously it's going to come up with lots of those things that we don't actually want. Nothing is coming up with 950 silver owl. What about sterling? Even though it's not sterling. So nothing identical, but they're coming up around about the £10 mark listed for actual sterling silver. Let's have a look on Google then. So 950 silver. Oh my god, I cannot spell today. It's because my hands are cold, that's why. Right, we'll look at images and we'll see if we can find something similar. Because it's quite unusual that he's 950. He's got lovely sparkly eyes as well. Surely you'd think I'll be able to find something. There's an owl on a branch. I wonder if that might narrow it down a little bit. Saying that he's on a branch. Branch necklace. Okay, I'm not finding an identical kind of dude on this one, which can be a good sign, meaning that there's not a lot of them out there. I'm not seeing anything particularly very similar to him. So we're going to go to makeupaprice.com, which is always one of my favourites. Because of his style, I don't think he's particularly vintage, and the chain that is on it is not his original chain. Oh no, it is his original chain. It is. I was thinking, is that one that I put on there, but it's not. No, it might have been one that I put on there. I cannot remember now. Anyways, right. I'm not going to say he's vintage anyway, but let's start with a draft. So I'll go into my drafts. I've got one for vintage necklace, but obviously I will change that. Now I'm going to call it sterling silver, because not a lot of people would really look for Britannia silver. So I'm going to go for sterling silver owl pendant necklace, and then I'm going to go for 950 Britannia. Is that how you spell Britannia? No, only one T apparently. I'm going to go bird on branch, because someone might be looking out for that specifically. Bird on branch. And then chain, and then we're going to weigh him. Let's hope you're not too tubby, mate. Or actually, we want him to be quite tubby. Come on, scales. And in all, he's 14.3 grams. So I'm going to put that in the listing as well, so people can see the value for money. 14.3 grams. I'm going to change the category, so he's going to go fine necklaces, precious metal without stones, because even though he has got sparkly eyes, they just look like glued in eyes. They look like just standard glass gems rather than, you know, diamonds or anything. Okay, so EAN does not apply, condition used. So I'm going to change the word vintage to used condition. Here, sterling silver, metal purity is 950 parts per 1000. Brand is unbranded. Theme, do we have, got animals and insects, that'll do. Right, length of chain. Right, they want it in inches. I like to do it in inches when it asks for it, and then centimetres. And so that's 10.5, so that's 21 inches in total. Okay, so lovely. I'm going to change the word vintage to owl and put in pendant. Pendant necklace with sparkly glass eyes. Secure clasp, good condition, minor signs of wear and age. Centimeters. So that's 54 centimeters in total. 54 centimeter chain. Pendant measures 2.3 by 3.4. 3 times 0.4. Display box not included. Fixed price. This is an auction starting tonight. My next available slot is at 8:05. So Sunday, 8:05. Starting price. And we didn't really see. Let's see what some have gone for before. I'm going to put in vintage just in case. You never know. Oh, there's one quite similar. £16. Sold. 76p, that's terrible. £2.20, terrible. What are these people doing? I'm going to take out 925. Look at that, that one went for £53, 17, 15, 34. Okay, so I'm gonna aim for a starting price of $14.99 on him. I think that's a nice fair price considering some of the others. My postage and everything is already filled in. I'm going to save that as draft, ready to upload my photos to. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is we've got a little ring. I'm going to put it on that finger. So we've got a silver and red enamel heart ring with just a little swirl of sparkly stones down the middle. I'm going to need my ring sizer for this one. So this is a size N.5 in UK sizing. Okay, so I'm going to look for silver, red, enamel ring. Oh, and there's one absolutely identical to that in size R, which is a bigger size than this one. Like, I've got reasonably smallish hands, and I think I'm a size M, something like that, because this is slightly too big on me as an N.5, so I'm an L or an M, which is like a standard kind of lady size, I think. So an R is quite large, an R, yeah, wow, it's quite a bit bigger. So no wonder that hasn't sold for $11.99. Let's look at sold. I actually quite like this one. I almost consider keeping it because it's quite cool. Nothing similar in sold. Wow. The Great Frog Wind Heart with a black enamel silver ring went for £107. That's crazy. That might be something to look out for then. The Great Frog. I'll try and remember that. That's unusual. Okay, so someone's gone for a tenner. They're reasonably similar. 14, 11. It's gone for 25. That's a crazy. That's a Swarovski one. Okay, I think there's something quite punk and unusual about this one, though. You see, like I really love. It's almost like 80s kind of design. I think it's Ace. I wonder if that one before said it was vintage or not. Let's see. It's cool, isn't it? No, not sold. See, it just says hallmarked silver. I'm thinking between 12 and 14 is a good standard price for this one. I mean, there's no actual hallmarks in the middle. It's got a 95 mark and it tests as silver. Okay, right, I'm going to go for it then. Let's go back to my drafts. Have I got one for ring? Vintage sterling silver ring. Let's create a copy, okay. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to take out the word vintage because I don't know if it is vintage. Sterling silver 925. I'm going to take out the 925 for now because it's not the most important thing. Sterling silver, red heart ring. Size do I say? N.5, wasn't it? Yeah. So go N.5 UK. What size is it in US? Actually, it's more of an O. More of an O. And in US sizes, that is about a 7.5. So I'll put that later down if I haven't got room here. Sparkly glass swirl. There's something a bit punk, a bit emo, a bit goth about it, a bit bold. gold, punk, not a big fan of the word emo, statement, no, take out punk, statement, and then enough space for 925. Okay, that'll do. Change category, precious metal without stones. I do love it, I think it's super cool. Okay, so EAN does not apply. Condition, used, good, used condition. Metal, it is fine silver. It is 925. Ring size, oh. Sizable, no. Occasion, should we put engagement just for a laugh? Brand, unbranded, not modified, heart shaped, so it's UK size O, US, what was US again? 7.5. Good condition, some signs of age and use. Auction starts tonight at 8:10. Starting price, I'm going to go $12.99 on that one. And that's saved as a draft. Okay, I have to remember my tallies. Okay, so the next one, we've got a lovely little bangle with a safety chain on it, and that's a half etched bangle there. You see it's got like a little leaf design with all dots around it, so it's etched on this side but then it's plain on the other side. It's got quite an unusual little opening, so you have to, like, let me see, it's around this way, so you have to move it in different directions. So you move it up and then pull out. See, it's got like a little fastening like that, and then pop it back on. And then you have to do the same. It's quite difficult when you, hang on, there you go. So that's that, that's quite nice. Now it has got proper hallmarks on this, so it's not just stamped 925, it's got actual hallmarks, and it says patent pending. So on one side, on this side, it's got a lion and a U. And then on the other side, it's got B, and then what I think says limited, and then an anchor, a lion, and a lowercase u. And so the patent pending makes me think that it's mid-century, because that's when they tended to use that phrase. And then this is how I look for hallmarks, okay? To find out that, like, the maker, I know that anchor is Birmingham, so I need to find out the maker's mark that is B limited. Okay, so I'm going to go Birmingham silver maker's marks, and then it shows you which is the website I go to, silvercollection.it. And then it very kindly, for a lot of the time, should do, list the makers at some point. There we go. British Silversmiths Makers and Sponsors Mark Identification. So we're going to look at B's. So B and Co. No, I think it said B Limited. So there's a lot of B ands. Nothing there. So it may not be, I'm sure that says limited. They're not very well punched in. And I don't want to say it's definitely that William Benjamin Broadway B and Co because it's not. It's not B and someone else. It's definitely B Limited. Okay, we'll come back to that. Anyway, let's have a look at the date marks. So this is an anchor, then a lion, and then lowercase u. So we're looking for anchor, lion in that order, and then lowercase u. 1919, I think, is going to be too late. So let's look a bit further on. I think it's that one that's closest to the letter U, and that is 1969. And considering it says patent pending on it, I'm pretty sure that that is going to be correct, because it's more mid-century rather than in the 90s and in the teens and 20s. Okay, so go back to this. We'll go draft, create a copy of bracelet. I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I have well, many people have this theory that the first few words in your titles are the most important. Even though in the English language we tend to have a certain order in which we type things, so it'll go a round silver metal bracelet, which although is correct, silver bracelet or vintage silver bracelet are the most important words in there, so silver and bracelet should come way before the words say like round or decorated, etc. Anyway, you'll see what I mean in a second. So vintage silver, sterling silver, and it's not a bracelet, it's a bangle. And then I'm going to put in Birmingham hallmark 1969, just because there might be people that were born in 1969 and people want to buy them gifts, perhaps, or born in Birmingham. Birmingham hallmark 1969. Actually, before that, I'm going to put half etched floral, because it is sort of floral. Birmingham, I'm going to put 1969 hallmark instead of hallmark 1969, and then I'm going to put 925 at the end of it. So this reads vintage sterling silver bangle, half etched floral, Birmingham 1969 hallmark 925. So the most important things are vintage sterling silver bangle. So that's what people are going to be mainly looking for. Okay, I hope that doesn't confuse anyone there. So type is not bracelet, it's a bangle. Brand, I'm going to say B Limited, even though I don't actually know what it means. Country is the United Kingdom. Theme, flowers and plants. Main material is silver. Main colour, strangely enough, is silver. Now it asks for style period, 1960s. I'm also going to type in mid-century. So lovely vintage bangle with safety chain. Secure clasp, good conditions and minor signs of age and wear. Measures internal circumference. Helps if I can spell circumference. And then I measure the inside of the bangle like this. Oh, I just realised I didn't put the weight in, did I? Damn. Anyway, 18 centimetres internal circumference. It's not going to matter so much on the ring, but I think it will matter something like that because it's hollow, and you would think that that would be actually quite heavy, but it's really not. It's really quite light. So I'm going to add the weight in there as well. That's 14.1 grams. 1 grams. Now let's have a look, see if we can find something to this. So vintage, silver bangle, half etch. I'm just going to put half. Some nice sold prices on there. So 28, 31, 22, £6, 20, 25, 12. That's got Birmingham 1960s on it, so that's very similar to what we've got there, I think. They were using the word engraved. I wonder if I should use the word engraved as well, if I've got space. I'm going to, instead of the phrase word hallmark, I'm going to use H/MARK so that I can fit in engraved. There we go, that works out better, and stick in 925 again at the end. Okay, that's cool, I'm happy with that one. So sold prices are pretty decent on these. So Birmingham 1960s, we've got £16.99, £14.50. So I'll be happy with around the, say, £15 mark for that one. One not a lot heavier, went for £13. Yeah, around about the, say, £15.99 mark, I'm going to start that at. So auction, and I'm starting that tonight at 8:15. This one's starting because I space them out every 5 minutes. Starting price £15.99. No best offers, no reserve price, no buy it now price. And there we go. That's saved as a draft. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, let's do another heart-shaped thing, shall we? Let's tally that one off as well. So I've got here the cutest little heart-shaped dangly pendant. By the way, excuse that I've got brown marks on me. There's nothing dodgy and it's not chocolate or anything. That is actually from my silver testing kit, because it's like a brown liquid that you shouldn't actually get on your skin, and yet look at me. But yeah, so a really lovely little heart-shaped pendant on a silver chain. It's got some marks on the back which I just think say 925. Yes, it does. And that's it. Lovely thick bail there as well. That's really nice. I don't expect to get a huge lot for it, but it is quite unusual with its like puffy and then it goes indented. I think it's quite nice. Okay, so sterling silver heart pendant necklace. And let's just see the kind of prices that they go for. Please don't say 99p, because I'm definitely not going to let it go for that. That would be silly. So sold items. Oh, Tiffany and Co. Well, we'll get to something like that in a minute, shall we? So £5, £5. Some lockets. You know what? I'm also going to go UK only. No offence. Okay, so £5, £5. 6, a couple of really cheap ones, but they look cheap and nasty as well. £30. Okay, because I don't know the maker on this one, there's nothing that's gonna really make it sell to people. So I don't expect to get a huge amount for this one, but it is super pretty anyway. Right, let's go back to my drafts. This wasn't the original chain either. No, it's not the original chain, but it's still on a silver 95 chain. Okay, so vintage necklace. Create a copy. Thank you. And let's complete that draft. I hope you're enjoying this. God, I've been ages already. Okay, so sterling silver heart pendant necklace. Oh, I've already written necklace. Chain. Let's use the words love, token, dainty, pretty, girls. Dainty pretty girls. What else can you say about it? Might take out the word girls and put unusual. Because I don't like putting a sex in the titles. Because why can't a boy wear that? Hey? Hey? Absolutely. Although it is kind of like a little girl's jewellery, but you never know. So fine jewellery, precious metal without stones. EAN does not apply. Condition used. Good, used condition. Sterling silver, metal purity 925. Brand unbranded. Length in inches. How rude. That is 16 to 17.99. Pendant shape. Heart. Obviously. Modified. No and unknown make. Lovely. Heart shaped pendant necklace. Secure clasp. Good condition. Measures in centimeters. 40 centimeter chain. Pendant is 1.5 or 1.4 centimeters, and then it weighs. I'm going to turn the scales on again. Oh, scales take ages. Come on. And it weighs 4.8 grams. Okay. Auction style. Because it's 4.8 grams, there is obviously a certain scrap value on it, and I don't want to list it below scrap value. Dear God, even though that scrap value is probably only about £2, but still. So schedule tonight at, so what's the next one? 8:20. I'm going to put a starting price of $7.99. I think that's a fair price for that. And then save that as a draft. Okay, we've got another little heart-shaped one, but this one, however, and this is quite a nice maker's mark on this one. And it is very nearly vintage, but not quite. Okay, so we have got a tiny, look at that. Look at the front of it, there you go. So a tiny little heart with a tiny little sparkly stone, which unfortunately I can't prove that it's diamond, even though my cheap-ass diamond detector says it is. And then on the back, it is signed, so it's hallmark 925, and it's signed, and it says KH01, and that KH is Kit Heath. Normally does like Macintosh type designs. So Kit Heath heart necklace. So I need a drink. And let's go for souls. Oh, that's a shame. That one went ridiculously cheap at $2.99. Don't start it at $2.99. There's a set that's gone for 17. Ooh, set that's gone for £40. 25, 55. Wow, £150. 52. They all look a little bit bigger than mine. That one's more about the right-ish size, getting smaller. And then that one, which is very similar, except mine's got a little diamond in it, that went for $9.99. So we're kind of looking at that sort of price-ish. Have you come to make a coffee?
No.
You have? Well, in that case, I need to stop this. Can you wait like half an hour? Don't put that on. It's because people are watching. Oh, they will. Well, I hope they watch anyway. Right, anyways, where were we? Excuse my mother then. She wants to make jelly. God, there's such children in this house. Okay. Right, where were we? Right, vintage necklace. Where's that gone? Okay, there. Now the create a copy. Now the KH01, I think the 01 is the year in which it's made. So that was made in 2001. So it's not quite vintage yet, which is a shame. Never mind. But my keyword there can be Kit Heath in capitals. Kit Heath, silver heart pendant necklace. I'm going to put the KH01 because people might be searching for 2001. Sterling 925 chain love token. That'll do. Change category. Precious metal without stones, even though it does have a tiny little gemstone in there. I mean, look, there's a tiny little gem, but I just can't say that it's diamond. And I have had a quick look online and I can't find the exact same one. And he does use diamonds, but he also uses cubic zirconia as well. So I don't want to say that it's a diamond when it's not. So, good, use condition. Sterling silver, metal purity, 925. Love and Hearts brand, Kit Teeth. And the length of the chain in inches, 16. Star pendant. Okay, lovely Kit Heath necklace. Secure clasp, good condition. Measures in centimeters. 42 centimeter. Chain pendant is tiny. Pendant is 1 by 1.1 times 1.1 centimeters. I'm not going to put the weighting on this one. Fixed price auction. And that will start at $8.25 tonight. Starting price, well, that one before it sold for $9.99, so I'm going to start mine at, oh, it's got the little diamond in it. I'm going to say necklace with sparkly stone, possibly a diamond. It really, because why would you put a stone in that tiny if it's not a diamond? I mean, you would put in a massive cubic zirconia if price was no matter. You know what I mean? It just makes me think it's a diamond. So I'm going to put starting price at $11.99. I think that's fair. And it is, you know, a named brand. So we'll save that. Okay. Now my 8:30 auction, prime location. We're gonna have this. This is, well, this looks like a tiny little key, but I don't think you'll be able to focus on what it says on there. But it says Tiffany & Co. Sterling silver, Tiffany & Co. key pendant. That basically cost me about 20p from a lot of stuff. So I'm pretty chuffed with that one. So let's do a little search. So Tiffany Co. Silver key pendant. Now I don't have any drafts ready for pendants, so if I find a draft on here that I like, I can just steal it. Okay, so these are what we've got on so far. Now it's got an oval top rather than like a filigree or fleur-de-lis or heart, so I'm wondering whether to just put oval in there as well. Yep, there you go, one went for £80 there. Smaller one for 150. Oh, there you go, there's my identical one there. Went at auction for £56, but then one identical took an offer on 187, so I'm thinking that one had a bad auction day. Oh, it finished just before Christmas. That was silly. Oh, that one went for £100 odd. There we go. That's the one I'm going to go for. And we'll hope that it has the same kind of luck. So £100 odd. So I'm going to sell one like this. It is in cracking condition as well. Like, there is no wear to it whatsoever. It is like still super sparkly. Oh no, there's a tiny, tiny little bit of wear in there. Oh, and it's just come off. Oh, there we go, good as new. It is gorgeous. Super chuffed for that. So I'm going to capitalise Tiffany and Co. And Co. Silver oval key charm, pendant for necklace, 925 mark, hallmark. What else can I put in there? Love. No. Gift. There we go. Precious metal without stones. Shop category goes in jewellery. EAN does not apply. Now they put new without tags. How can they prove that though? I'm still going to put used. Great condition, barely used, because it is. Brand Tiffany, length, they've got, oh, did theirs have a chain with it maybe? No, it didn't look like it had a chain, they just said. They must have made a mistake on that one. So length, 4 centimeters. Oval key, pendant, Okay, gorgeous sterling silver key pendant from Tiffany and Co. Fully marked. Measures 4 centimeters in length. There we go. Did they have all? Yes, they did. Right. Now to decide. Okay, it's going on tonight at 8:30. Starting price. Oh gosh. Okay, do you know what? I'm gonna go for it. 99.99. The other people got it and it's exactly the same, then why can't I? Right, I'll have to change my shipping cost though, because it will actually go Royal Mail 24, which I think is about tenner, like £9 something I think. So it's like guaranteed next day delivery and stuff. And I am gonna sell through the global shipping on this one, just in case. So we'll go large envelope, custom weight, and it'll be no more than like 0.2 of a kilogram. Save that as a draft. Well, isn't that exciting? Okay, my next exciting one, let's have them all go in a row, shall we? Is this gorgeous silver bracelet. Here's my QVC moment. Look at that. Oh, isn't that lovely with all the swirls and stuff? And this isn't sterling silver, this is 830 silver, as it says on the back, and it is signed Albing, A-L-B-I-N-G. So A-L-B-I-N-G, silver. I don't think there's many sold on here. Aage, A-A-G-E Albing 95 sterling silver bracelet. There's one in Lithuania at £73 at the moment. Mine is much nicer though, much nicer. And there is nothing in sold there, so let's Google it, okay? Bing, sterling silver bracelet. Now this is Danish silver. So this guy, this Aage Albing, he is a Danish designer, a mid-century Danish designer. Copenhagen, 1971 to 1987. Let's look at some images. So these are lots of bracelets. Mainly just sterling silver bracelet rather than this Aage guy. Can't see anything there. Maybe if I take out, because it's not sterling, it's 830 silver. That might help. Look at it, so nice. Nothing in images. That's annoying. Let's go back to all. Bracelet World Antique, right. So they've got a little bit of bump on him. Where is it? Ah, that one. Okay, an identical one. Absolutely identical. And it's sold on pegasusfinearts.dk on a Denmark website. Oh, don't like this one. Okay, let's go to English. And let's have a look in, they got, okay, categories, jewellery silver. And there it is, and they've got it up at £95. Okay, that's very promising, isn't it? £95 for that. Oh wait. Hang on, let's go to history. See that again. Let's see what bumps they had on it. No. Nothing. Thought they could have written something nice about him. Anyway, let's go back to this. Let's actually write our blooming draft, shall we? And get this done. Let's just close that down. And that. So, vintage Danish silver bracelet. Let's put his name in it. Oh no, 830. Swirl link. Mid-century. These are all the lovely keywords, MCM, and then we'll put the guy's name at the end. Aage Albing. 7 characters left. I don't like MCM being there. Copenhagen. Swirl link, mid-century, Aage Albing. Rare. Oh, and then the weight of it, because it's quite a heavy one. Come on. And that is 28.2 grams. Just enough space. There we go. Good vintage condition. Brand. Type bracelet modified. No. Country. Denmark. Theme. What can you say is a theme? There's no real theme. Could put swirls. Main colour silver. Main material silver. Style period mid-century. Okay, lovely vintage 830 silver bracelet by Danish designer. Can't spell Danish. I'm super happy with this one. Secure clasp, good condition, measures. Measures 19.5 centimeters. Box not included, fixed price, auction style. Hope you can hear me alright, by the way. 50 minutes in and I haven't checked. Oh well. Okay, scheduled to start tonight at 8:35. We're going to start that off at $79.99, so 20 quid cheaper than the one that's already on sale. And again, I'm going to have to change my shipping costs on that one, so it'll go 24 tenner on that, and it'll go by GSP, I'm afraid, just in case. Save as draft. Okay, 3 more to go. So 2 more for tonight and then 1 more for tomorrow. So this one we have another nice silver bracelet. This one has got a blue stone in it, and that is a lapis lazuli. It's got these lovely flowers around it as well. So let me do my QVC moment. You can all ponder on that one. So silver 925 lapis bracelet, and it's got little flowers around it. It makes me think it's kind of almost like Moroccan, North African, something like that. There's lots of some nice prices on these, going up to like £50 and things, 55, but let's look at sold, shall we? Now I don't think the clasp on there, this lobster clasp, is the original, because it's slightly different. It's tarnished slightly different to the rest of it, so I don't think that's the original one on there. I think it would have probably just had like hooks on there. Let's see. See, there's nothing very similar. Some of them have gone at shockingly low prices as well, considering. £12 odd. Ah, that one's very similar. Very similar. Not as many bits as lapis lazuli, but the strand chain thing, that's very similar. And then that, yeah, that is, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's quite close. Certainly the same kind of style anyway. And they've got it as being vintage. Okay. Vintage. Helps if there's a space in there. So, better prices on these ones. Yeah, looking more around the £20 mark on these. Theirs weighs 20.5 grams. What does mine weigh? 15.1. I'm guessing the lapis lazuli adds to the weight on that one. I'm gonna steal their title, because I think that is nearly right. Right, let's go back to my drafts. And let's do this and let's nearly get this show wrapped up. Even though we've got 2 more to do after this. Okay, where's vintage bracelet gone? Don't tell me I've accidentally deleted it. I think I might have. No. Darn it. Tell you what, I'll take the one for the Danish one and I'll create a copy. Okay. And we'll just change that one. So take out title and put in the new one. I'm going to take out the word heavy. So vintage sterling silver and lapis lazuli bracelet, weighs 15.22 grams, and go blue oval cabochon. Yep, that'll do. Good vintage condition. Take out the brand and put in unbranded. Theme swirls and floral. Silver style, we don't know. Country, we don't know, and that is lapis lazuli. Vintage 950 silver bracelet. Secure clasp, though does not look like it's the original one. Good condition. Measures 18 centimeters. Auction style, now they were going for around about 20. I'm going to start this off at $8.40 at a starting price of $19.99. And I've got to change my postage back to what it was, which was second class sign for £2.59. Yeah, I'm just going to keep that as it is. Save as draft. There we go. Right, these ones, I'm just going to do a very simple one on these. So these are RSPB brooches. Take a look out for them. Some of them are really collectible, especially if they're still on their cards. I'm going to just go quickly do a single listing. So RSPB job lot enamel pin badges on cards, new British wildlife, and there's 6 of them. Collectible badges, enamel badges. I'm going to just name some of the ones that are on there just in case. So I'm going to go for heron, bumblebee. So I'm guessing those are 2 more collectible ones. Categories goes in jewellery. Condition, new-ish. Theme, animals. Doesn't have it. Sub-theme, yeah, that'll do. So job lot of 6 badges on original cards, somewhere to the cards. Okay, auction style. Now that's going to be one of my Tuesday auctions because we've already done Mondays. I'm going to start that at 8. Starting price, I'm going to start that at $9.99 and save that as a draft. That was your bonus one. I'm actually now going to show you this, which is my last auction that I'm going to do for tonight. So it's my 10th auction. Now have a look at that. That might be something that you could kind of pass by, and you did see it in my videos, so something was like, ooh, that's an unusual clasp. Now Cheryl Poundgirl kindly messaged me and advised me that it's actually something rather special, or potentially could be. Probably can't see on screen there, but the name is Gerda Lingard, Lynggaard, black beaded multi-strand runway necklace with carved horn clasp, 40 strand torsade necklace. Torsade means like a rope twist. Now this is 40 strand, this one is a 30 strand, and this is on Etsy for £236.74, and I basically paid about the equivalent of 20p for this. So that's not so bad. So if we look up Gerda Lingard, there's some nice prices on there. So we're looking around about 100, 150, 75, 135, £45 for a bangle. There are some crazy prices. 225, 250, 350 for some clip-on earrings. Absolutely bonkers what people are asking for them. So let's have a look at solds instead. Ooh. I might have another one of these, possibly. Let's see if the clasp is the same. Ah, wait there a second. Wait there. Wait, are you still waiting? You better have, babe. Oh. Sadly not the same, but very similar in style. Very similar. Dang it. I might just sell that one separately myself anyway, because it's so similar in style. People might like that style. That's bonkers. Just a shame the clasp isn't the same. Oh well, anyway, we're focusing on this one. Focus, Lex. Because this one has got the groovy clasp on it. And that's what people are actually wanting. So we're looking at... I mean, one has gone similar for £75 there, 85. That one's gone very low at £40. Okay, that one went for £50, 195. Let's look at the clasp on that one. I mean, this is cool, isn't it? Wow, someone's asking for £750 for one there. That's crazy. Ah, right. So that's one to kind of look out for, people. Definitely. Okay, right. I'm excited about listing this one anyway because, I mean, look at that one. That one very similar again, but in coral, and that went for £195. This one went for 60 odd pounds. There's some gone for some really cheap prices and then some gone for some crazy ass prices. Good condition, ready to wear. Again, let's look at the clasp on that one. And like, these aren't signed either. That one's got a nice like S clasp on it. But I mean, I think because of the distinctive that on it, that really helps. Anyway, I'm going to use this listing on Etsy as my kind of title for this one. And it's good that it's vintage as well. You can tell that this is vintage because it's got lots of dust on it. Lots and lots. It's definitely not a new item, put it that way. Yeah. Oh no, go away. Okay, you go away there. And I'll go back to my drafts. Things, drafts. Okay, let's do a listing for a vintage necklace. Create a copy. This will be my last one, guys, and then my mum can come in and she can make her jelly. And I'll make a coffee. So complete draft. Right, gonna need help with spelling. Gerda Lingard, vintage. Gerda Lin. No, Lin. Oh my god. Lynggaa. Guard. Black beaded necklace. Okay, multi-strand carved horn clasp. Multi-strand carved horn clasp. I've only got 4 more letters in there. Can't fit anything else in. Okay. But that looks cool. And then we could wait. N mark. Torade as the theme, which is another name for like the twist. Style period, mid-century. You know I like using that one. Beads are glass seed beads. Lovely vintage necklace. Unsigned, as most of them are. Secure horn clasp, good condition. And it measures in centimeters. 55. I'll take out the bit about the display box because I didn't photograph it with a box. And then it's going to be my last auction of the night. You can see the sun's come out now. So scheduled to start tonight at 8:55. And I'm going to start this at... Oh, it's so difficult. I'm going to start at $79.99. Fingers crossed. And then postage will change again. So £10 there. And through GSP. Sorry guys. And save that as draft. Okay. Well, that's me done. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of listing with Lex. This is an extremely long video and I didn't expect it to be at all. So I've only listed 10 things. But again, it was all the research and showing and explain it to you. I'm normally a lot quicker than this. I'm going to do some videos soon where I literally just talk about things that are in bags. I don't know if that's any interest for you. Anyways, I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye now. Bye bye.